I'm Loretta Meffley, and my husband is Jacob Meffley, and we are from Longmont, Colorado.
You mentioned earlier that it didn't just affect him, but it affected the people that he was with on a regular basis, people who would love talking to him.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit more? Like, is there more family or extended family, and how has aphasia affected his relationships with people?
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. He has a son and a daughter from his first marriage, and then I have two daughters, and my two daughters, we have six grandchildren. They all live locally. His son lives away. So yeah, he was the guide. Dad, my computer's not working. Dad, can you help me with this? He was always the guy that his daughter depended on, and she's not married either. And we did a lot for my daughters and the grandchildren, and it's interesting that most people are pretty uncomfortable. I mean, they care, they want help, they want to come and see you, and yet once they get there, there's one-way conversation, and there's a lot of charades and trying to figure, because Jake still talks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't understand what he's saying, and that gets really frustrating because he's pretty good. He gets a little frustrated, but usually it's the people on the other side trying to figure out. So yeah, it has affected relationships. After a while, people get frustrated, and we had lots of people wanting to visit, and so I almost had to schedule, just because he needed to rest between his therapy and the rest. It's exhausting for him being around other people and conversation.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have, or would you give to? I mean, no one expects aphasia. No one's like,
I had never even heard the word.
Exactly. So now, what would you either what advice would you give, or what do you wish someone had told you?
Um, to really look at the options, and you're your own advocate. I mean, we had inpatient speech therapists, we had home speech therapists, we had outpatient speech therapists, all different. So we went through a number of people, and until I did the research and I brought up intensive or more hours a week. I mean, 1 hour 3 times a week, and then when the Medicare hours were cutting back, it was 2 hours a week. No one mentioned that this really isn't enough to help him get his voice back. Like, you have to be your own advocate and ask those questions right away. Like, how else can I supplement this? It's yeah. No, it's like the people who are in charge, the professionals, don't always give you the information that you really need.